They started on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and park him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
One more time with Hall. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles, is that a narrative that you buy into?
I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Now 2nd and 3. This is a counter play. Eckler. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to stay and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is taken at the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. for him, and it's another first down. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Jets at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Nice little June. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ball again on 2nd down. He's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. His 9th score on the ground this year on 13th overall. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal. But we all know field goals aren't going to cut in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here. And they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. It's Eckler again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
1st down, Chargers.
Here's Herbert. Little short pass. This is Everett. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
9 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Up the middle with Eckler. The tackle by Quincy Williams. They work now on 2nd and 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
There's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They bring the pressure as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Davis now to return it. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Herbert now. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover him before he gets going.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete right around the 8. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To the air again, Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly no interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Room here to run. 45 yards rushing for him now. That was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300. 319.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's good. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Back to the ground with Hall. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today. They've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now the 3rd down throw, incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up. They're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30. The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd-down conversion. yards behind the line of scrimmage. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end in the corner, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. They're going to pick up there at 22.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Option play, here's Hall. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 75. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Chargers 10.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. The 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Paul again.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get him there for the sack. Clement Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
3 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
They're going to look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 32-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.